17 of VetterView. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Brother, thank you for coming on. If you want to tell the
Thank
people
you,
who
man.
you are.
All right, well, my name is Tajhoba David Williams. Everybody knows me as Ty. Military, they know me as Big Will. And I was in the United States Marine Corps. I left as a corporal, and I joined September 15, 2017. And I got out on terminal August 15, 2017. And yeah, man, great to
That's
be here,
it.
man. Appreciate you reaching out to me, man. It's good seeing you too. Most importantly, man, it's
Fuck
been a
yeah.
few years, bro.
It's been some
I see
time.
you looking healthy and all that stuff, man. So
Yeah. Yeah, been staying alive for sure. Been working on it. Been been trying to survive this year just like everybody else, I think. And
exactly,
one day at a time, right? I guess that's all we can do. Um,
exactly. Oh, another thing too. Happy New Year's, happy 2021.
Same.
Hopefully this 2020 bullshit is over and done with. We just move from past that shit and create a new. That's it. Create a new.
Hopefully it's better for everybody and not just those who are continue good for the people who are still doing good, but like for
Yes,
the rest of the country who is struggling, like fuck, I hope we can step it up and do better for everybody else. You know what I mean?
exactly, man. Let's not be selfish and actually care about each other at the end of the day, because
Yeah.
I like to go outside and not wear a fucking mask. That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
that'd be
All right.
nice. Even though those
Exactly.
it's conspiratorial, I don't even want to get into it.
Exactly.
Anyways, dude, we'll get we'll get to it. Um, let's find out, why did you join the military and why did you pick the Marine Corps, man?
Man, I get asked that shit all the time, man. But I always give people like a different story. But since I'm on this interview, man, I like to just basically tell everybody the real thing about me, why I joined the military in general. Um, growing up and shit like that, I was basically a single mom, and she did her best to really kind of help me out when it comes to life in general.
Sure.
But there's some things that she was 100% lacking of, like when it was getting junior year. That's when everybody in high school, of course, everybody was doing the SATs or
Mm-hmm.
ACTs and all this stuff, these college prep courses and all that
Yeah.
shit. My mom wasn't necessarily there for me where I needed her to help me understand these certain things, because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't jack no shit, like
Yeah.
at all. And as the time gets on dwelling and getting closer and closer, I never got the opportunity to really sign up for college courses or even start where to go to college or go to a JC. So like that was one of the main factors why I joined the military, because I didn't want to be, it was one of those typical kids like, oh, let me go ahead and just take a gap year and bullshit like that. Like, no, man, I want to stay consistent. I don't want to stop where I'm at or stop in general just so I could just feel free and whatever like that. I'm
Yeah.
17 going on to be 18. So that was one main factor that I joined the military, because I just want to continue on striving. And I felt the military themselves was going to be a good structure for me
Mm-hmm.
to where I needed to be in life. And as there, didn't do college while I was in the military, but I got the structure that I needed in order to get out and have that shit on me. And then the second main reason why I joined the military from junior year to senior, basically I literally left to go to the military, I was homeless, you know. During those times when I was homeless, I had really nowhere to go. My mom's, we stayed at different houses. I'm sleeping on couches. I'm sleeping on literally fucking cots and shit like that.
Damn.
So dealing with a lot of hardship, and I had to find a way to get myself out of that situation, and have that structure again, because I had nothing, I
Yeah.
had literally a box in my motherfucking name with my clothes, and that's it. And I was doing that while going to school. Got graduated with like a 3.8, I believe. So I was still doing good in school. So that didn't let me phase me at all.
Nice, dude.
And also going to working at a job, I was working at a fucking job with juice and shit like that. But overall, man, I had to leave because I couldn't be in the situation I was gonna be at, because
Yeah.
I can saw my mother. She was doing her best, but not her best where is as appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was able to pay these people this money here and there and stuff like that. But it's like, damn, mom, when are you gonna step it up a little bit more in order to get us our own house, our own house or rent wise, because
Yeah.
me and my mom was sleeping in the same fucking room and shit like that. I let her, she has a bed and I'm sleeping on this military ass cot.
Yeah.
and I made that best out of that situation, you know. But I had to go join the military because I knew that was like my last resort in order for me to get somewhere and just be away from that bullshit. Like, I could have easily just ran away and figured it out right there. But I was like, no, man, I need to make sure that once I leave this area, I will never, ever come back to the situation ever again. So that's the other reason why I joined the military. So at first, it's kind of funny because I was going to go join the Navy at first, you know, because I was kind of focused. I was trying to think about what I was trying to do in my life and like, oh, what type of career I want to do, you know. So, you know, I thought, hey, maybe be in the medical side of things or maybe be a firefighter. So, you know, I thought the Navy would be the best option because I know they have a lot of medical backgrounds and also you could do the fire programs. Man, I went to that damn fucking department. That shit was mad fucking boring, bro. Like, that shit was so boring, so interesting. I'm like, you gotta go on a ship? For how long?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, fuck that. I'm out,
Not
bro.
for me.
It's like, I'm good, bro. I walked out, you know. I see my mom's, you know, she in the Marine Corps side of the department. I'm like, what the hell she doing here, man? I was like, fuck, she talking to these damn recruiters, man. I'm like, oh man, the Marine Corps though, man, they ain't no joke, man. That's wild. So my mom went up to me after she done talking to one of the recruiters, so like that, like, hey, Ty, that's my nickname. Everybody calls me too out in the civilian world. And said, hey, why don't you go ahead and talk to the Marine Corps side? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, there's some crazy ass white boys, boy. I'm telling you, man. And she's like, give it a try. You know, they're talking about the things you're looking for. You're looking for a brotherhood. You're looking for a structure and all these good blueprints. I was like, back in my head, man, I got nothing else to fucking lose, bro. I ain't like I'm going to JC anytime soon. So I was like, fuck it, let me talk to him. And talk to my recruiter, Joseph Lutz. Thank you again. Appreciate you being honest with me with every goddamn thing and not just treating me as a number, but treating me as a human being.
That's
and
awesome.
so I just all those recruiters too that actually give a fuck about that junior Marine at Pulley.
Yeah.
So he talked to me, just gave me the nitty gritty of things and so forth. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm interested with this. You know, they had everything I was looking for that when it comes to a structure. That's all I think about me is structure and foundation. And after that, I can just go from there. I can build my house, basically, you know?
Yeah.
So talked to them, you know, everything went straight cool, you know. They showed me the videos and all that bullshit. I'm like, man, this is cool and all. I was like, you know, I can do this. I can do this, you know. So then that time being, all right, then cool, let's get this started. So, you know, signing for the DEP program, you know, doing the PT formation we'll be having and stuff like that, you know. At first I was struggling a little with my weight, but then like one of the recruiters were having me a nice solid meal plan I could follow and stuff because I was still athletic, you know. I played football, I played track and field, I played baseball, so I'm all around good athlete. So, but it was just learning how to work with their type of fitness. Everything else is like, hey, can you do pull-ups good? Can you run long ass time?
And do some crunches.
You do some bullshit ass sit-up. Crunches, quote unquote, big ass types. All right. So after that happened, you know, I signed up, man, and they departed, man. Like, it was kind of surreal, you know, because like everybody was supporting me when I was about to sign out, you know. All my family members, all my friends, even my ex-girlfriend at the time being, you know, they're all there supporting me to leave off. You know, it's a really sincere moment for me because it's like, damn, man, like these people actually give a fuck about me, actually care about me, you know. And like I felt kind of, I don't say guilty, but I felt sad, you know. I'm leaving my mom because she, like I said, we were still homeless at the time being still.
Yeah.
So, but I had to trust my gut, you know. I was like, I had to step out because if I don't, I will stay here and then what I'm gonna do? Still work at a Java Juice. We're going to JC college, still not on it. Exactly, still don't understand what the fuck I'm doing with my life still. Yeah. So I left, you know. And like the expectation and reality things to me, I didn't really care about that because, like I said, I have nothing, you know. So it's not really for me to worry about what my expectation realities were. It's all about my future. Yeah. And I know one thing, I can control my future as long as I'm on the right fucking path of doing that. Right. And, you know, I have good morals, I have good ethics, so that'll go a long ass way when it comes to being in the military and more specifically the Marine Corps itself.
Right, so, can I ask you a question real quick?
What's up, man? What's up?
So your mom wasn't concerned at all about you joining the Marine Corps?
She was yes and no. Like, she was concerned about me. It's like, oh, well, it's me, my baby, because I'm an only child too. So only child, I'm only son too. So basically, this is it. You know, if I'm gone, ain't no more generations of the Williams family, anything like that. So it's it.
Yeah.
You know, she was kind of skeptical and stuff like that, but she already know what our circumstances were.
Sure.
And she, like I said, if she was really a part of it, she didn't would have dropped me off at the department, talk to Navy, or or she was on the other side of the Marine Corps. She did care, you know. She just had her worries and stuff like that. So, Mom, look, man, we're not right now in wartime. We're in peacetime and shit like that. So it won't be necessary stuff, you know, because she was like, oh, what job you gonna get? I'm like, I mean, I picked fucking grunt. She's like, why grunt? I mean, you did good on the ASVAB test and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, but it's like, I don't understand that shit. Also, it's fucking more T. You know, I didn't understand what that was or anything like that. I was like, man, I see the Marine Corps, man. I'm balls deep in the fucking guns, gun-ho and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, me to be a grunt, you know, because I seen some badass type of shit, you know? I want to fucking shoot shit all the damn day. So, yeah, man. So she was kind of concerned, but not concerned, you know. She hugged me. She kissed me goodbye.
That's awesome.
Everybody else just wished me good luck. And that was phase one of, you know, leaving out.
Yeah.
And then boot camp came along, man. Fucking boot camp, man. That shit was fun to me, man. Like, people were, I hated boot camp. I hate boot camp. Oh, bro, that shit was fun as hell, man. It might be some bullshit-ass times and stuff like that, you know, like the DIs I was dealing with. They're cool people to me because I just knew the shit was a game at the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're just putting this persona to give you what they need to do. They're molding you to what they need you to do at the end of the day. I can respect that, you know?
Yeah.
But you got some of the boots, you know, like, oh, man, it'll, you know, DI, these hard-ass motherfuckers and shit like that, trying to be all badass and stuff like that. Like, bro, man, chill. No one gives a fuck right now. We're all shaved-ass heads, like, sculpt to the fucking sculpt. All right? We're in our fucking tidy-whities, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's shut the fuck up. And we just count these fucking days every single time.
Just do
man.
it, yeah.
Exactly, man. Like, I saw your nuts. You saw my nuts. We out here nuts to butt in a PT shower. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit was weird. This shit was weird. And we just tolerate it. We're tolerating that shit.
It got weird real fast.
It real quick, man. Like, that shit was fun to me, man. It was cool. And it was like, during the time I was in boot camp, man, it had me to think. And, like, I didn't have to worry about, like, oh, what's my next meal a day? Or, oh, shit, am I able to place to sleep the next fucking day? Or anything like that, you know? I had that comfort right there. Like, cool. I can finally breathe. I can just think to myself, you know?
Just focus on this.
Selfish for once. It's like I was able to be selfish, which I never had the opportunity to be selfish of myself because I'm a caring person. You know? I care about the people left and right in front of me, you know? As long as the people around me are happy, we're good to go. You know, I'm happy internally.
Right.
So finally be at my own self and just able to be me, you know, was great. And, you know, boot camp was cool to me. I never really had no issues with anybody or no beef. And, man, there might be some hit beef here and there, you know, but it was whatever, you know. We dodged it out and shit like that on the football sticks at the end of and whatnot, you know. But, like, the DLs was cool to me, man. They really didn't fuck with me and shit. Like, I might got to go do a little IT and shit. That shit was kind of fun to me. Like, hey, man, once you just do it right, say loud as hell.
And then you're out.
In a good way.
Yeah.
You belligerent in a good way.
Yeah.
Again, it was a game at the end of the day. You see these motherfuckers are going back to their houses with their wives and kids and just being the same way. Hell no, man. Let's just that shit back off.
Yeah.
Sitting down, drinking beer with a fuzzy wuzzy on and waiting for the next fucking morning to come
it's
by,
all
man, you know?
It's all set up. It's all like a schedule.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Exactly. It's a strategic schedule that they have to follow.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's their job, you know? So that was pretty good. Boot camp was great, man. Like, I had a great ass time, man. Motherfucker went from like 208 to like 170. Like, I was like some crazy ass weight loss, man. But I remember when it came to the crucible, you know, like that was like the pressure was on right there, you know.
Oh yeah.
You're 3 months out. You went 3 months of hell and back and shit, you know. And you're walking up that mountain because I went to Camp Pendleton for my San Diego stuff. But you know, we walking up that hill, man. You find push up to the top, and you know, it's a beautiful. The way they did that shit was kind of like some cinematical shit, bro.
That's some Hollywood effects, bro. That's some Hollywood movie effects.
Exactly, man. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, man. Like, what the fuck I'm up, bro? Like, why
foggy.
Do I always gotta hike this shit? Foggy is dirt. You don't have no MVGs then, so you just walking. You don't know where the fuck you're going, man. You just hear yelling, I sir. Just walking. It's like, where the fuck are we going, bro? And you just see you got the homies right in front of this hilltop. Lights are on, man, like some Friday Night Lights shit. And then you just see that motherfucker just, damn, bro. damn, man. I'm like, shit. All right, go up there. I'm like, nah, whatever, bro. Fuck it. Just
Yeah.
hiking, man. It's like, man, you see motherfuckers falling down and
Oh
shit like
yeah.
that. You got, man, fuck this, bro. I'm good, man. I'm straight. And then boom, man, like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, man. That cinematic bullshit right there, man. That sunrise rises up slowly. You got the cross right there. You got some of the rifles out on the bow, man. You dirt nasty. You probably didn't eat no MRE at that day because
Tired.
you're just too excited. Tired, man. You like, man, you
Tired.
went through so many trials and errors for 3 whole days, but motherfuckers just get sick and tired of seeing. And then boom, man, your DIs come at you and shit like that. Like, oh, here comes the bullshit. What we gonna do now? So what we gonna do? Nah, man, the guys on formation. Got an EGA, man. Man, like, even for me, man, like, I
How
thought,
is
like,
that?
crying for that shit was gonna be hella cheesy, man. But, like, yo, it was not crying because I was sad. I was crying because I accomplished something.
Oh
You
my
know,
goodness, yeah.
I accomplished something, and it just felt great that I did it, and I did it without no cheating or anything like that,
Yeah.
man. This is pure me, you know. Everybody else around me is crying, stuff like that. Yeah, man.
It's
Then
hard to
shit,
describe that
graduation
moment,
happened.
right?
It's just man, it's like something that you
It's
will never get. That
crazy,
it's like
right?
an all-time high, bro.
It's
An
weird.
all-time high
Yeah.
that you will never get. And it's like another thing about it too is like you with other people that did it with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you
Mm-hmm.
with the people that you literally. I told you, man, nothing but in a fucking shower, man, running, PTing. You ain't yelled at for no fucking reason. Like, why the hell your bootlace is off by
Yeah.
1 inch?
Yeah. Or are they right
Like,
to left instead of left over right or whatever?
exactly. It's like, and y'all did it together, man. Like, even with the Crucible, man, that was all about teamwork
Oh
bonding
yeah.
shit right there. That's all it was. Like, so many different
Oh yeah.
obstacles, all teamwork,
All
How to do this,
teamwork.
how to play with your team.
Yeah.
You finally get that, man. It's like also too, you know, like this is tradition, you know. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like you just did this, man. Next Friday, somebody else is gonna do it. The previous
Mm-hmm.
Friday before you, somebody else did it, you know.
Oh yeah.
So the cycle is people are actually doing it, you know. It's great. And not to mention, man, come on, man, the Marine Corps is fucking best, man. At the end of the day, all right. Sorry, Army. Sorry, Air Force.
Somebody's
Sorry,
gonna get
National
offended,
Guard.
bro.
Hey, man. Hey, man. But look, man, 3 months, bro. 2 months, you get a red card because you don't want to do it. But it's all love at the end of the day. All right, we both
It's
bleed.
all
We
love.
all bleed red at the end of the
Yeah, it's all love. It's all love.
day. Oh, well, love, man. But yeah, man, it's getting that shit. Then, you know, you're doing your tail and your uniform and all that shit, man. You looking fucking good. It's like, oh, yeah, like, man, you feel like a fucking guy. You feel untouchable. Like, I wish a motherfucker would try and teach me some shit. And I know fucking McBat, bro,
Yeah,
ground
yeah,
ball.
yeah,
Fucking McBat, bro. Like, watch out, man.
yeah.
Kill, you know, all that bullshit, bro. You know,
That's
graduate
funny.
came by, man. You know, you're marching and shit like that. You know, it was great to hear. You know, great to the graduation party. You know, it just sucked that like when I graduated came by, the only person that was able to come by was my mom at the time being.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt me. It not say it hurt me, but I understand why. You know, it was a really random amount of time in December. It's like right before, maybe 2 weeks before Christmas and all
Oh
that shit.
shit.
But
Okay.
yeah, so a lot of people can't travel that much time because they're trying to
Right.
save money for whatever they need to do for the
For
kids and wives,
holidays,
whatever.
yeah.
That's no big deal, you know. But my mom's was right there, so that's all that mattered to me. So you know, I gave her a big ass hug. You know, I cried. You know, she cried. You know, it was like the longest me and my mom been separated in a minute. You know,
Right.
so I cried. You know, so that was for me my graduation, man. You know, first thing I did, I got myself an In-N-Out burger because I was craving that
Hell
motherfucker all
yeah.
this time, man. Double, man. Boom, you know, and I headed back home. But that's when reality struck back again. You know, I wasn't really introduced for like a welcome home party tie or anything like that, man. It's like I went back down to Oakland, went back to like some random ass one of my mom's friends' house and shit. You know, I
Mm.
wasn't really introduced to a bed. I was just introduced to a couch, you know? So like you being this tall right here where you're at and stuff like that and go back down to where you were at, man, like that kind of just brought me
Damn.
back down. It's like,
It brought you
damn man,
back
at
to a
least
different reality, right? Because you were like in a whole
exactly.
different world, and then you were like, boom, what's going on back at home? Like, this is what you were
Exactly.
left, kind of like.
Exactly, man. So I was
Damn.
introduced to a fucking couch, bro. Like,
That's wild, dude.
fuck, man. Like, this fucking sucks. And like during that time frame when I was, you know, on leave and shit, I kind of made a promise to myself that for me, I'm going to sidetrack a little bit, but
It's cool.
all my life, man, like I didn't know my father, who he was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
until I was like 12 or 13 years old. And the kind of crazy thing about that, man, is like I thought it was some random ass motherfucker, you know, but this is actually one of my mom's friends that she been knowing since she was little kids too as well. And even top it off more, I hanged out with him numerous times in my pastime. I playing baseball with his son and shit like that. I had this motherfucker's phone number in my phone. You know, it was just crazy, you know. But you know, when 13 came on, I got to talk to him and shit like that. You know, it was all right. You know, he visited me whenever he felt like it and shit. You
Sure.
know, like come to my high school real quick to pick me up, get a quick burrito, and then here $20, $50 here, whatever, cool, whatever. You know. So when I was on terminal leave, not terminal leave, excuse me, on leave in general, you know, I felt good to myself. I felt great, you know. I felt good, you know. I was like, you know, I'm gonna go and dress blues, you know, and
Hell yeah.
go to his house and like, hey man, look at me, you know.
Yeah.
So I put my dress blues on, you know. I got myself a nice fresh haircut the right fucking way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I head down to Berkeley because that's where he resides at. Um, I my mom dropped me off there. I walked to his front door, you know, knock knock knock. You know, his son, aka my stepbrother,
Mm-hmm.
opens up the door, and they don't know I'm his brother, or they don't know nothing about me. You know, I'm like the bastard child. I'm like, hey, forget you, whatever, like that. You know.
Yeah.
So he opens the door. I was like, hey, I'm looking for so and so. I was like, oh well, oh he's right here. So he opens up the door, you know, and it was not like that was like that was my expectation reality type shit right there. My expectation, I thought he was gonna hug me. Oh, girl, I'm happy for you, and you know, son, and all this shit, you know, like some fucking Hollywood type shit, you know. But as soon as I went by the door, you know, he didn't open a full door. He just creaked it a little bit. It's like, oh, hey, how's it going, man? I was like, it's like, hey, I just graduated from the Marine Corps, man. I just wanted to let you
Oof.
know. He looked back real quick and he opened the door and closed. He was gradually walking me down the stairs, but I already know what he was trying to do. He was gradually walking down the stairs so people won't notice me, or notice people in the house, you know, me. So he's
Jeez.
like, I was like, hey, yo, I'm like, I did it, man. I did 3 months, man, in the military. He's like, oh, man, that's great, man. I was like, I mean, aren't you proud of me? He's like, yeah, man, I'm proud of a, you know, young black man going to the military. I'm like, I mean, are you proud of me as your son for doing that? And he say, and he just stopped, you know. He's like, yeah, man, that's good, that's good. I was like, that right there that really deterred me the most, man. I went back to the fucking car, man. And I was fucking bawling my fucking tears off because, like, at the end of the day, like, I did the things for the military for my purposes, but like, just basically get acknowledgement, you know,
Yeah.
acknowledgement not just for myself, man, but acknowledge like, hey, dad,
Like, look at me, you
I
know?
did something. Look at me, man. Like, this
Yeah.
is like, what more proud moment than your son coming back from the military, from boot camp,
Marine
and
Corps, you
all
know?
that shit. Like I said, man, exactly, man. Like I said, the high I had when I was in boot camp, then it's the lowest when I got back home and went back to reality, man. So, and that right there, man, kind of like this, like, I was like, man, fuck dude, bro, fuck
Yeah.
this man. Like, I try my best, you know. I was a stupid kid, you know. I did right in school and you know being mannerful and all this stuff. So it was like I didn't just see why you didn't like want to be with me. You know, why did you want to acknowledge me as your son to the fullest? You know, why you
Yeah.
keep me hidden and all this damn time? Like, what you worry about your wife, man? Fuck her, man. I don't give a fuck about her. This is about
Yeah.
you and me at the end. And then, man, I'm your first fucking son, dog.
Yeah.
Like, but that's what happened, man.
Oof.
I bawled my fucking tears out in the fucking car, man, and my dress blues, man. And I was like, fuck, man. But you know what? I say, you know, fuck it, bro. I'm used to that to keep me going forward. That's my fucking drive. That's my fucking adrenaline right there. To
Yeah.
keep on constantly improving. That man right there, you could have had a chance to be right here, right beside me, man. You
Yeah.
could have been a choice. But you know what? I thank him too as well. Because you know what? Maybe if he was a part of my life, I want to be the person how I am today. You know,
Yeah.
who knows? You know, just maybe a different reality or some shit like that might be different. But that would drive me to even push myself harder to be better than
Right.
him. So I went to the MOS school. I was 0311 grunt. Grunt is basically, you know, infantry rifleman, you know, shooting things down, basically, you know, tactical methods and so forth, you know. Let me just help you see on Hollywood movies, you know. So I went to my MOS school, which is basically our specific job certification basically location where you go in and train for that specific job that you're at. Everybody goes to different locations. Most of the time, I was a West Coast Marine, so we stayed at, I would mostly stay at Pendleton.
Right.
Pendleton, I think that's when like boot camp was fun.
I thought Pendleton was hard, dude.
Middle school was fucking fire, bro. That shit. That's when like you're actually doing the job. You're thinking about them because like the boot camp stuff, well, that's cute. Yeah, look at me, bro. Nah, man. All right, bang. Get your gun. We're going fucking field. We're going in the field. We're going in the fucking trenches. We're going to do this fucking shit. Like this is the shit I'm looking for. This is what got me pumped the fuck up. And this is where you actually get more of a bond with your boys, you know, and stuff like that. Like I had some of my boys that actually went to MEPS. Still going to the same school program with me too as well at the same time frame. So it was cool, you know. So like, I know you literally since before all this shit happened.
Yeah.
We're still here together, you know. So it's cool. And you meet new people and understand different people and shit like that. And now this is not just West Coast people. Now you got the East. You got these Southern boys. You got these Wisconsin. Like what the hell is fucking Wisconsin, bro? Like Maine. The fuck you doing? Lost in this shit, bro? Like come on, bro. So that's when shit happened, man. Like the MOS school was fucking dope as hell, man. It's fun, and it's like you're not treated as a damn pulley, bro. You're treated as a boot.
You're treated as a boot for sure.
You know, with that,
you're treated as a boot for sure.
Oh yeah, treated as a boot. So you like, you know, it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And best part about it, man, like every weekend, Liberty, and that man, Liberty, man, some dumb shit I was doing, man. Liberty, man, I didn't give a fuck, bro. Like. And coming back as soon as MLS before Reveille hits and shit, like, all right, cool, you know, I'm about to be drunk as a motherfucker, but hey, man, I'm still here, right?
Yeah,
I'm about to smell like some rum. I made it, that's it, you know, and that was a rush right there. Like, you know, me and my boys be going to LA or going down to Oceanside or going to San Diego State University, just having parties and going crazy and shit like that for like a minimum of a day, maybe gave me 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and then had to rush all the way back to Cantones and stuff like that, you know. So that was kind of cool and shit. But like MLS school was a great time for me. I never had no issues with people out there too. That was like where I started my bond with more being as a Marine, you know.
Yeah.
And then we had I think like the last week or a couple weeks before we actually are done with our graduation ceremony, all that stuff. And that's when our general comes by and basically give our orders of where we're exactly going to go. And this is where the third phase when it comes to being the Marine or being in the military in general. You hit into the fleet.
Yep.
So, you know, everybody's naming out their name, getting their names called, and they're getting yelled out, hey, you're going here, you know. And a lot of people going Hawaii.
West
Hawaii,
Coast,
Hawaii.
East Coast,
Cool.
Hawaii, Japan.
Cool. You know, like, all right, let's do something. All right, let's do it, bro. I'm waiting for the fucking islands, bro. Like, let's do it, man. I've never been to Hawaii. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then my name got called. And I remember exactly this motherfucker said, man. He said, Williams, fucking 2-7, fucking sucks. I'm like,
29 stumps.
Looking at me. I was like, everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, yo, 95% of these motherfuckers are, well, one, they're all more than that. So, like, I was the old 311 in there, and I got fucking 29 fucking pounds. I was like, oh, I could have been. I wish I could have. I was like, man, I wish I went down to North Carolina then, man. Fuck, man. 29 pounds, bro. Whatever, man. Fuck it. So I packed that back and shit.
Had you heard anything?
With that?
Had you heard anything about 29 pounds and 2.7?
Oh yeah, I heard a lot about 29 pounds and 2.7. I'm like, I don't want to go there. I don't feel like going there. The desert, bro. Like the fuck? And where we at? My hobby, bro. What the fuck I'm gonna do out there, man? I'm not gonna do jack shit. Just don't get addicted to meth. What?
Yeah. Train.
Exactly, man. So I was like, whatever, bro. Fuck it, you know. I had no choice anyway to that day, shit. Unless I want to take a week or two, or be in the MLS school for a week or two, not doing jack shit until I have other orders for Hawaii. But that's not even guaranteed, you know. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. Fuck it. So we got packed our bags and shit like that. Again, I silver ass bus, like, man, and with no AC or anything like that. I don't know why they had no AC in that motherfucker at all. It's always no AC. It's old ass.
It's like a prison bus, bro.
Yeah, Greyhound buses, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? So head down, man. You know, you seen Oceanside, you seen everything beautiful and stuff like that. You head down Palmdale, Lancaster.
Gets drier.
And eventually drier and drier. And I'm like, where the fucking palm trees at, bro? Where the 29 palms at, man? Ain't no fucking 29 palms, man. It was a weird ass fucking sign that said 29 palms and 2 palm trees are obviously were planted there, you know, they're not there
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's like seeing goddamn nothing. All right, now fucking McDonald's and fucking life, bro. You got these weird ass mom and pop liquor store, like it's some old ass, like it's some Western type shit, man, like some old Wild Wild West spaghetti movies, man. And then you go ahead and get this long ass fucking road, and you don't see nothing for a distance, but then you see little tiny specks. You see this mountain top and shit, and it's like, oh, this is it. This is 29 pounds Marine Corps base. All right, get in, man. Drop your bags off, and then boom, now you're at the third phase of being a real fucking boot. 22.7, 29 pounds Marines. That it was a hell fucking storm. Now that shit was hella fun. That shit was so fun to me still, man. Cause like I was the type of boots that were like cool, you know. I wasn't like a dumbass, or I wasn't trying to like shoulder up on any fucking other of my senior Marines or stuff like that. Plus, my senior Marines were pretty cool with me and shit, you know. And for me, it's like, man, at the end of the day, man, just give me my fucking respect. You give me, I'll give it back to you. That's it, you know. That's how it is for me.
Yeah.
And shout out to Villa Falaire, my senior, Andrew Wagner, all those guys right there, man. Thank you all for guiding me. And also Nick Sizemore, too. Nick Sizemore, man, too. During that time, man, just being a boot, man, that shit is some fucking interesting stories and stuff you just don't want to talk to people about because they won't fucking understand. Like, you just laugh about it, but it's like, bro, motherfucker, you got beat the fuck up. Yeah, but we got a beer at the end, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, it was whatever, you know? It was like, whatever. Like, what the fuck? It's like... Like, man, that shit was fun, man. Like, there's sometimes it's like hard time shit, but guess what, man? With your boys, man. Like I said, I had one of my boys who was in that program with the same MOS, boot camp, MOS, and even the same fleet, and we got in the same battalion. So, like, all right, cool, man. We stood together, man, all the way through, you know? So,
yeah.
You know, also bonding with them, man. So I have somebody that we went there. We didn't even do no buddy system either. It was just luck. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
that's
you know,
wild.
the boot, man, like it was a lot of trials and tribulations that you got to go through and stuff like that to make sure that, you know, you are in this, you know. Can we trust you at the end of the day? Sure. Are you able to do what the fuck I tell you to do? Are you able to pull that motherfucking trigger?
Yeah.
And I got your back. If I'm fucking bleeding on the fucking ground, are you going to get my tourniquet and get it done for me and call up the next ops and real quick, you know?
Yeah.
So as a grunt, you know, it was very interesting for me. But most importantly for myself, you know, there's not that many black people as a grunt.
That's true. That's true.
It's really not. Like, I was maybe like a handful of us, 3 or 4, you know?
Yeah, there really isn't.
I never say anything about it, but no, it's like we're unicorns, but I made it as a term like Afrocorns, you know. So it's a little funny thing, but like
that's fair.
Me and another black grunt, you know, we're just Peters, you know, Nathan Peterson, not Peterson, Peters. Well, you know, me and him kind of sit together because, you know, we can relate with each other. You know, we're black, we're African American men, you know, so, and we're dealing with basically majority are all white. You know, this is before the transitioning when like a lot of Hispanics came into the grunt side. At first, they were more to see, I don't know what was a weird ass transitioning, but then eventually a lot of Hispanics came into the grunt side of things. But you know, it was a lot of times, you know, some racial shit going on with me and stuff, you know. But I didn't let that faze me, you know, because like at the end of the day, man, it's whatever to me. I didn't take that shit for granted or like, oh, made me feel bad about myself or anything like that, man. I took pride in what I am, man. I'm a black man, man.
Yeah.
Black, 6'2", 100-some pounds, stuff like that, and I did my fucking best, you know. So instead of me like wiping and bitching and going to the fucking everybody else and snitch on us, so like, you know, fucking, man, I'm gonna do better than y'all. All right, I'll see this black motherfucker who can really do this shit, you know. As a boot, you know, I ran all my fucking seniors, you know, doing the right things, doing the right ops, all this shit, weapons maintenance, all this different things, and just top tier stuff. You know, like a lot of people when they think about like military stuff, there's like a lot of pressure, a lot of competition. Well, you have that competition, but plus 2 now you're also dealing with your race.
Yeah.
So those things combined together, man, it's a lot of pressure on you because you guys didn't want to be called a motherfucking nigger.
Yeah.
You know, and like granted, that word was passed around me back and forth, left and right. But you know, I bounced back and like I was not the fighter type to me. I mean, I could fuck somebody up. But I was like, man, I talk shit in a good way, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, I make you fucking laugh. But man, when times get fucking hard and rough, man, guess who's already right in front of you, right passing by you? Me. I am. You know. So all those things, man, was kind of cool. But like, those racial things kind of hurt me. Not hurt me a little bit, but it kind of
But
suck a
they
little bit.
could, yeah, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not used to this, man. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Oakland, California, and shit, man. Like I'm predominantly all black or
Yeah.
mainly Hispanic people. I was dealing with. So
Mm-hmm.
when it came here, man, it was predominantly white, and that's why I kind of got an understanding of, okay, I'm a little black speck in a white bed of rice at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the damn day. So it was all trials, but like I overcame it, and then most importantly, I made a name for myself in a positive way. I wasn't a shitbag Marine. I wasn't a Marine that doesn't give a fuck. Nah, man, I was like the best I could possibly be for myself, in my personal opinion.
Right.
If people saw that, and then my lieutenants and all my first sergeants, they all recognized me, so forth. I say, man, Williams was a good Marine. Keep it up, man.
Awesome.
So so all the training and stuff, that was cool, man. Then eventually, man, it's your deployment. You get your deployment orders, and that's when all right, man, that hard shit for those first 6 months.
And Will, hold up, all right? Hold up. I gotta take a piss real quick. We'll be
All
right
good.
back, guys. I'm sorry. We'll be right back.
All good.
We'll be right back. And we are
All right,
back.
so like my orders for deployment, was gonna go to Kuwait, and then after from Kuwait you go to Jordan. It's basically just like moving back and forth real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So when that came along, again, that big ass fucking plane and shit, 16, 20, what, 16, 24 hour flight. I don't remember,
I think
man.
it was
That
like
shit was a long ass
19
flight,
hours or
man.
something.
Yeah, exactly. And like no layways. Maybe one. We had a couple layways in
Romania.
Maine. Yeah, we had Maine, and then we hit up fucking Djibouti, and then we head down to Kuwait. And Kuwait was like our last transition before we head to our Jordan. So for all my boys and stuff like that, we're cool. We got everything ready. We're in Kuwait, just waiting for our like, hey man, we're ready to go. Flights up and running. So that's when I got the news of I'm not going to Jordan with the rest of my company. I had to stay in Kuwait because of some birth certificate issues with my passport and stuff like that. So I was not able to necessarily go there, even though I just left the country with no fucking problem still, but whatever. And it was just like me, Jake Robertson, and then
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Redias. That's me, and that was it. And everybody left, and besides us three. And that really sucked at first, because
Yeah.
like you went through all these trials and tribulations with your boys as boots for 6 months of training, yelling, hazing, quote unquote, and shit, but and then it's up and leaving, man. You just feel alone, You
Yeah.
felt alone for a little bit. I mean, granted, I had my boys too, but it was just not. It's like, damn, it's like
For
these are my
sure.
fucking family right here, man. I just got like, what the fuck, bro?
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually we got ourselves into Sec 4, security forces, for Kuwait, Kuwait, yeah. And that shit was pretty. That first deployment was pretty lit, bro. That shit was cool, man.
Man,
Like
kind of.
post sucked, post fucking sucked, bro. Like you
Sucked.
sitting here for 12 hours looking at a
Sucked.
nothing and staying in one position, full flat gear, ammunition, rifle, and you just sitting here, man, and you just like, monitoring the whole sector. Granted, Kuwait had been hit in a long ass time since the 1990s, so we're really just looking at jack shit. And this is when, before all the transitioning, where like the Air Force came by to
Mm-hmm.
help us with two and shit like that.
It was a
So
shithole.
it was run by Marines,
It was a
and you know
shithole.
how Marines is running shit, and it's
Yeah.
nothing. It's a shit show. We got some plywood, we got some sandbags, we got this random ass plexiglass we found on the
Yeah.
ground. There we go.
The
This is your
minimum.
post.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Exactly. So dealing with that, it was different, but it kind of got me. It kind of got me through a mental phase of things and stuff like that, Because again, you're out on deployment for 6 months and you're not dealing with the bullshit back at home. You're not dealing with your friends. You're not dealing with your significant other at the time being, unless you go back down to your tent and stuff.
Sure.
So you have a lot of self-reflection about yourself, and you really get down to the nitty-gritty about yourself and how you want to be as a person later on in life. And you hearing these conversations with your boy right there, right beside you, posting up, you're hearing their story about how they grew up or how they were raised and something like that. Like Marlon Redias, he was a Filipino immigrant who got over here to join the military in order to become an American citizen, which he did.
Yeah.
Congratulations to us, little man. And you just talk to these different people. And but another thing too that helped me out since I was separated from my company, it kind of made me more independent as a Marine.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go to my boy and talk, hey man, I need some done with. No, I had to make the correct connections with people and stuff like that while I was out there. So, I'm talking to different people. That's why I also got introduced to more of the MOSs. I got
Bunch of
more
pogues.
people right here.
Yeah.
Exactly. People other than grunt. So you talk to different people, you get different connections. I'm talking to Motor T. I'm talking to supply. I'm talking to Navy Department and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So during the time I was there, man, like that was kind of like a learning gap for me and made me more versatile when it comes to. I'm not a grunt. I'm also a grunt that's also versatile when it comes to Tom. Now I'm a grunt that knows a little bit things about Motor T as well.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing too is like I know if I was a shit back during deployment, that shit was spread around because guess what? I'm dealing with so many different people, different Marines and stuff like that. So that would be spread like fucking wildfire.
Yeah.
That right there and then for me being such a good person how I was in general and gravitated towards other people and stuff like that. Maybe you, Rubio, man.
Sure, man.
Everybody else around me and stuff like that, So during that first deployment, it sucked, man, but it was a great ass fucking time, man. Plus you got paid hella money and shit like that.
Yeah.
And guess what? You ain't got to worry about buying shit out there because guess what? Ain't fucking there besides what?
Just protein. You just buy your protein for the gains.
Exactly.
That's it.
Dude, working out was fun too, man.
Working out was the greatest thing ever.
But working out was great because, motherfucker, again, you didn't have to worry about anything. Your mind is free. All you need to worry about is what time I got to wake up for post, and that's it.
Yeah.
Cool,
Don't get caught.
Work out. Exactly. Don't get caught. That's all
like
it
me.
is. All right, yo. Fucking, I mean, even the child house was big, was decent, you got some fat boy shit, you got some decent styles and so forth, But
shout out Colonel Bohm. Shout out to Colonel Bohm.
Exactly, man.
You're welcome for that star.
Too. Small, you funny ass motherfucker, man. He hella funny.
Yeah,
and that was a cool thing about it too, man. When we had those barracks too out there, man.
I
that
know.
Shit was dope as fuck, man. But you had the like four man, kind of like a dorm room and shit, 4-man room. Got stuff set up, man. And so it was me, Shockley, Small. I forgot the fourth person, but it was you. It was you actually. Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was you.
For a bit, maybe.
Yeah, for a minute, yeah. And then we found like a refrigerator and like I said, Quake wasn't jack shit. There was nothing that you just find something and you make it yours at the end of the day. It was like some fucking nitty gritty shit. Yeah. You just go down this random ass junkyard. Why is it there? I don't fucking know. So we found a random ass refrigerator. We found some wires right here. Put the connectors right there. Blue, red, whatever. Boom, connected. Boom. We got some little mini refrigerator there now, man. Cool. Put our little monsters in that bitch and put some more others. Some bullshit ass Haji waters and shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Those fucking
like
milks.
I said, man, you get that money, bro. You got all that money and shit. You ain't spending that shit. Plus the care package. I just want to a little about deployment, man. Care packages, man. Like especially you had a significant other too, man. Like my girl was at the time was hooking me up with hella snacks and shit like that. Like all my favorites. My mom's was hooking me up with all my favorite snacks. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm living life,
awesome.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm not getting yelled at because I don't give a fuck about you, bro. Because guess what? You're not in my company, bro. You're on company for me for 6 months, and I'm out this bitch. Whatever. So yeah, man, that deployment shit was cool, man. Post was funny, man.
The main gate post was awesome.
What that?
I said the main gate post was awesome.
Oh yeah, main gate was hella fun, bro. Because it's like you actually able to interact with people and shit like that. Interact, do some bullshit.
Ali.
Remember the homeboy who brought his Lamborghini out there?
Yeah, dude, that officer. Yeah, I still have pictures.
I saw the photo of that shit.
Yeah.
Especially we're sitting in that motherfucker right before one of our staff sergeants came by before he came by and shit. I put my flag on hella quick. I was like, oh, what's up? I was like, staff sergeant, like, what's up? What you doing out here? Just made my post as usual, sergeant.
Yeah.
And I was in the Lamborghini with my flag off, my weapon like 2 meters away from me and shit, like fuck whatever, Oh my god! And then sooner or later, man. First month went hella slow. Second month a little bit slower. Third month already getting comfortable now. 4, 5, 6, gone. That shit was fast.
Yeah.
Last 3 months or last 2 months, it's like you know everything, you understand everything, you know the rights, you know the fucking wrongs, you know when staff sergeants coming by coming by, so you know when to wake the fuck up. Make sure your boy's waking up too as well. All right, you're adjusting with your sleep and shit, so you fucking good to go. All right.
Shout out Kishba for falling asleep.
Exactly. Hey man, it's what? Oh, cat dirty motherfucker, man. I forgot about that. That was forbidden in my mind. I said, oh my god.
Just brought it back.
He's doing good though. Exactly. I hope he's doing good though now. But fuck,
I hope he's doing good too. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, man. Then that's last month, man. That's when you get your relief. Okay, so I think it was a 3-7, I believe, that came by afterwards.
I think so.
You know, showing the ropes and stuff like that, because like I said, when we got there at 2-7, like there wasn't shit there, But then we made it ours at the end of the day, when it came to things, how it worked and function and so forth,
Iraq and, also opened up while we were there. Iraq opened up.
Yeah, exactly. So once that was all done, take care, man. We got full back out, head back to the States and shit, And it was I was trying to reunite with my boys and stuff like that, It felt good, They changed in a good way. I changed too as well, man. But getting back to your fucking family, man, was great, seeing them and shit, all that great stuff. But at the same time, though, I got another family with everybody else around me,
Sure.
People other than grunts, like Rubio, Shockley, fucking Ramirez, all these other people.
Sanchez.
Like that,
You meet a lot of people, dude. You meet so many people.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I met a lot of fucking people, but at the same time, the reason why, because like, bro, I got nobody else to talk to, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta introduce myself the right way before I get shit goes wrong. And hey, that's a shitbag Marine right there, And again, I'm fucking black, bro. I am a fucking I will be noticed. All right, so I'm on radar every damn day. Shit. Yeah, man. Once we got back, man, and eventually you're done being a fucking boo. You're done being a fucking boo, especially as a grunt. You're treated more differently. Your approach had a mannerful way now. It's not like, hey, bitch, like where you fucking at? Like, oh, sorry, Lance Corporal Williams. It's no big deal, bro. Just watch your fucking back, And that's when you get introduced to being a senior. Now, for me as a senior, I did my best as I possibly can. My boys, they had the opportunity to go to advanced infantry course, in which I was able to just help out the junior Marines that actually came in. Because like when it comes to that process, it's kind of weird. It's like, all right, you come back from the Marine Corps. You got like I'm not Marine Corps, but come back from deployment, so actually, and then you come back and you got these little mini ass boys like walking around and shit like that. What the fuck are these? These are your fucking juniors.
These are your kids.
Oh shit! I'm a senior now. Oh, I gotta like give them the ropes and all this bullshit, And for me, I was cool with it. I was fine with being a little bit of basically a mentor for these kids and stuff like that. I was basically getting the real shit at the end of the day. I was not the typical. You have your Marines that like to fuck around with the boots and shit like that. I was not really my style. Plus, I don't want that shit to bite my fucking ass. Because at the end of the day, look, I'm trying to get out 4 years. I'm trying to get out good, and honorably discharged, so I can be set for life afterwards. So, I treated my boots how they need to be treated. If they fuck up, they fuck up. I tell them, hey man, look, go talk to this guy right here, and basically he'll handle the situation for me. I kind of kept it myself. I don't need to put my hands on people and shit like that. I know how to teach people the right way and stuff. And plus, too, like, people will respect you later on in the long run,
Sure.
I never hated my seniors because they treated me the right way, but I know I have plenty of my other boys who have some really, some fucked up as individuals, man. And, they turn out to be them later on because that's what they're learning. And they'll reciprocate that same energy towards the other people right beside of them or the people right coming up with them. So at the same time, like I said, I didn't get the opportunity to be going to AIC with a couple of my boys because, most of, like I said, my whole company was in Jordan. So during that time frame, they were able to bond with them and understand who was going to be a good Marine to become a squad leader and so forth, So I didn't get the opportunity because I was in Kuwait at the time being, which sucked a little bit. But at the same time, you know what? It's all good, though, because I'm fine with it. I accept what it is. It's not because I was me. It's just like I wasn't there so they could see me. So it's not a big deal.
Sure.
So during that time frame, my boys FAF went to COIFAF, a few other Marines, so like I forgot their names. Apologize for that too as well. They went to go AIC, and like I said, that's when we got our junior Marine. So that was a really weird transition because it's supposed to be the squad leader is supposed to be there in order to teach these Marines and shit like that, wherever like that. Well, that's not the case because they're already out to their schooling. So it's us guiding us to do it. So I'm basically a team leader / squad leader temporarily, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So teaching the ropes and shit like that, and all this good things. Like I said, I'm not the type of Marine who put hands on people. I don't do that shit. That's not to say I forbid it, but it's like, hey man, this is not the right way to doing it myself personally, you know.
Right.
So teaching them the right ways how to do things, and hey, this is right etiquette. This is why you're supposed to do this. This is supposed to do that. All right, here's the notebook. Grab your notebook, bro. Wake the fuck up. Come on, man. Hey, like I was stern with my fucking boys. I was stern with them at the end of the day. Like I was not pulling little bullshit stuff like that, man. But like, hey, get this shit done with that damn day, because I'm trying to get the fuck off. And I'm gonna go back to my room and call a damn day, you know. And then eventually, my boys come back from AIC. They actually took their place as squad leaders, and now I became a team leader, you know. And then we're no longer those. You're not treated as boots no more. You're now transitioning from that senior side of the Marine Corps, which is like a fucking weird ass rainbow. You know, it's like, oh wow, I'm not getting yelled at for being stupid, or I'm not getting beat the fuck up at 12:03 at midnight and with a Coors Light beer in my hand still. Like, why? Okay, I'm going to sleep anytime I feel like it now.
Yeah.
But guess what comes with that shit? You get responsibilities. So now you're doing all the paperwork, all the fun shit that you think that your seniors are trying to be with this bullshit in the rooms. No, motherfucker, they're in the offices, writing out orders or doing things, getting ready for the next trading ops and all that stuff, and all the strategic stuff, logical stuff, and logistics. And yeah, man, eventually that was cool. Senior was not that bad at all. It sucked because I saw all my seniors just leaving slowly, surely. Because that eventually that's gonna be the time being. They're not gonna be here unless some of them they're enlist and they're going to different companies or different battalions. And then you see your favorite seniors, they leave, and it's like, hey, well, you did a good job. It's like a bittersweet moment. Like, oh man, like, wow, man, you really leaving, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, the whole feeling, that whole vibe, you start slowly feeling alone again.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Like, you still got your boys with you that was in the nitty gritty with you, so it's cool, whatever, no big deal. We all gotta move on in life eventually,
Yeah.
And then we got our orders again for
another one
for deployment. It was the same. It was like circumstances for me again, I guess, because I had experience working at Kuwait. While my friend, rest of my boys are going to Iraq Embassy, very nice little spot over there, I was tasked for me and my squad to go back to Kuwait. I was like, Kuwait.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Fuck, I wonder what happened.
It was not because, like, not randomly. It was like, hey, Williams, you've been to Kuwait, right? I'm like, yes, that's all why. Okay, well, we're going to put you in your squad to go to Kuwait for Sec 4. I'm like,
again.
And it's like, I did all this training, y'all bullshit.
Oh,
and
no.
only did post maybe once out of the whole 6 months. I'm going back to the same bullshit that I thought I was going to get away from.
I'm so
sorry.
At
least I got my squad now instead of 3 people. Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Fuck me. So it got there. I'm like, yo, man. The good thing about it though too, because I knew where everything was at. I knew what was cool, what was good areas, what was good spots, and stuff like that. And back in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. Then I have the barracks back again. Like, cool, man. Like, nice and fine, cool.
Nope. Tent City.
Tent fucking city, bro. Like, because the Air Force trying to keep the door in. Like, no, you got Marines here. You sleeping here? They like dirt. Let them sleep in the dirt, all right?
Yeah.
So if I hit a Kuwait, man, you see that motherfucking tent out the fucking ass, boy. I'm like, yo, this is 6 months. 6 months have changed a lot of different things in this motherfucker, man. It's like, we got these buses, we got these nice ass MACDs and shit like that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened here in 6 months? What did 37 do? And it's like, what a 37? It was the Air Force that kicked in the motherfucking door. Like, hey, we want to occupy this space now. Which is cool though, because they talk to more different people now.
Yeah, they brought in a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of stupid money, and they're babies, so they don't know anything yet still, so whatever. Again, all love, Air Force, all love, we still love you, all right? All right. So, we finally get down to Tent City. Finally get down to Kuwait and shit, I'm telling my motherfucking boys, hey, man, this is Charles. Right there to the left, it's gonna be the main gym. And there's a new gym. Like, there's a new motherfucking gym. All right, like, cool. There's no gym right there.
Damn.
And then I was like, oh, thank you, Lance Corporal. Where did we go for sleeping? I'm like, motherfucker, I don't know yet. I ain't got that shit. So we finally got we're sleeping in weird ass huts. The weird ass huts right by the cafeteria. So it was kind of clutch at first, But eventually, it's all right. Then, like I said, most Marines started going to partying out to Iraq, and I was like, hey, I'm staying right here. Cool, I'm with it. And then eventually, we got told, hey, you're going to Tennessee. I was like, you know what? Maybe Tennessee won't be that bad. Wrong.
Pretty bad.
Wrong. Man, Tent City, man, that was a really, really interesting time. And not the fact that it was a shitty ass like bunk beds. I mean, you got a nice little wall closet for yourself and shit like that. But that's when you find some stealing ass motherfuckers, you know, some sticky hand Marines, man, that's swapping your shit left and fucking right, man.
Really?
Left and fucking
I was
right.
there for a week.
Yeah, man. I was there for 6 months, man. But like, when we first got to our tents and stuff like that, man, that shit was dusty, the motherfuckers. That we're in all in the back of the back, man. So like so you got about maybe good 20 minutes to go to the chow hall and shit like that, hanging like that.
Hot as fuck too.
Oh, hot as fuck, balls. Because that was summertime we went to. For my first deployment, we went when it was wintertime. So it was kind of cool, no big deal. We left right before it hit the hot stop. So all right, cool. Now it's reverse. Now you're gonna be working during the hot summertime, hot summer and fall. Oh shit! So like eventually, like we went to Tent City and then we moving our stuff in, and guess what? We didn't find out. Our AC didn't fucking work.
Of course.
And we didn't get a replacement until maybe 5 months in.
Ooh.
So we got 1 more month of doing that shit. Thankfully though, I don't say thankfully. I mean, granted, I was kind of. From my squad and stuff like that, we had night shift, so
okay.
It was cool. Night shift. Granted, it sucks because we had to like reverse our sleep cycle and so forth, but it was kind of cool because you wake up, and, head down, sack up, rack up, and all that good shit. As your post, it's nighttime, so you don't have to really deal with the heat. And plus, too, a lot of bullshit don't really happen during nighttime and stuff, so you really got nothing to do. And plus, too, like it was just chill, shit like that. Only thing you gotta do is make sure. Now you gotta really be on your P's and Q's though when it comes to like staff sergeants coming by and all that shit. Because you're prone to night, you're gonna be sleepy, you're gonna be more tired than with during the daytime. At least have the sunlight to keep you awake. Now you're in nitty dark, so anything can happen. There's so many damn times, not my personal Marines. They're pretty good on their shit because I gave them like the whereabouts of how to do the shit correctly and not the dumbass way.
Yeah.
But everybody else, man, was like, hey. Slept NJP.
Was there a lot of NJPs on deployment too?
It was a good solid NJPs. It was not a lot like it was the first time around, man. Because that was a fucking
25 or 26 NJPs.
It's like I was like again, like goddamn, like why you? It's like I remember the motherfucker like that. I had to go back. That motherfucker had to go back to the fucking station. So bad for him. Like oh my god. Yeah. Now maybe I had not many NJPs because again, also plus you had the Air Force with you. And Air Force Tech for security forces and our security forces are totally different, but we combine ourselves together.
True.
So granted, we're not able to bring laptops. They were able to bring their fucking laptops. So we're all right, able to watch fucking movies and shit like that. So all right, cool, we're clutch, we're good, Yeah. They bring in their fucking snacks and shit like that. And plus, they were treated way differently,
Yeah.
So most of the time when a staff sergeant of the Marine Corps comes by with a Marine Corps comes to check out our post, they'll have also their equipment to a staff sergeant with them as well for the Air Force. So, they might be all mad at us, but it's like the staff sergeant and Air Force, hey, man, hey, chill, bro.
Hey, what's up, right? Guys?
Hey, what's up, bro? How's it going? Got some Red Bulls and stuff like that. Got some pineapple juice. So that shit was clutch, bro.
Yeah, it was, dude.
But, yeah. So,
yeah, you'd get NJP'd if you got caught with the monster in the first deployment.
Oh, man, you drink hella monsters out the ass, man. There's Red Bulls everywhere and shit like that. But these motherfuckers was coming in nice. So like, hey, how's it going, everybody? Y'all good? All right, cool. Making sure. All right, have a good time.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Exactly. Like, they have a whole ass laptop, bro. We watching fucking Punisher. My dog's like, you ain't mad enough? Like, what the fuck? Whatever. But then I got kind of clutch, too, as well, because when that deployment was clutch for me way. Because since I knew everything about it, they didn't necessarily need me to be in the post anymore to a certain extent because I have the experience. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Sure.
And also beforehand, I took a GBOSS class.
Okay.
GBOSS is basically the security surveillance that we use when it comes to cameras posted up at different sectors. Mm-hmm. You can use infrared. You can do night vision. You can zoom in, zoom out, take pictures, all that stuff. So I took a class of that just for fuck's sake,
Yeah.
And that came plus, because guess what? I became a GBOSS operator.
Hell yeah.
So I was able to stay in the little office sector of the headquarters, sit down.
Around.
hella fucking TVs and shit like that. Like most of the time, I ain't even looking at damn my monitor. I'm looking to the left, like, all right, what's going on right here and shit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
plus,
yeah.
I'm helping my boys out because I'm like, because I was there have my phone with them, man. Well, us being sneaky squirrels and shit like that. We bring burner phones.
Uh,
we bring. Remember the burner phones, man? Like we had like hella burner phones. Like motherfuckers be buying like some cheap ass iPhone from eBay real quick for $50.
right.
Send that phone in, slap that motherfucking phone in your Kevlar or your fucking vest inside your vest jacket and shit like that. And boom, there you go. You good to go. And we did all that shit, man. Like we were some trifling ass
That's
motherfuckers,
some
man. We were
prison
like
shit, bro.
some prison type of system, man. We
Uh,
make sure we did not get caught with our fucking phone. Some people did though. I don't know how. Either or, whatever. I can't relate because guess what? I'm in the fucking G-Box chilling the AC all damn night, you know? But it's cool though, man. Like the G-Boss is pretty cool, and I told motherfuckers, hey man, I cannot help you if you get caught. I cannot help you, man. So you gotta be on your P's and Q's. The only thing I can do to help you out is not push that monitor right in front of y'all. I can push it a little bit slightly to the right, but not right in front of y'all. But y'all still gotta be on your P's and Q's, you know. So I was trying to help out everybody else. Cause at the end of the day, man, I'm trying to look out for my motherfuckers, man. Cause
of course.
dude, we're all here trying to get out 4 years, get out honorably, and be
Yeah.
set for life, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking it. So that was cool for me, you know. And eventually, time to leave again. Actually, no, it wasn't time to leave. It was a part of the deployment when I went to I had tasks when we remember the rioters came by and shit like that, and the Iraq embassy and shit. Not for rioters, the protesters. And
I don't know, dude. I got sent to Iraq.
Oh yeah. So, it was the other part of Iraq too. Yeah. So for the Iraq embassy, there was a little bit like some little situation that came on. It was on CNN too,
Really?
in which they had Iraq protesters going past the fences of the Iraq embassy, in which then they needed more Marines.
Yeah.
They needed more Marines in order for more backup.
That's
And
right.
then luckily, me and my squad was tasked to go with there. So I was like,
Fuck
cool, fuck it, we'll go. So we got tasked. You know, it was kind of cool. It was kind of crazy how that happened, man. It was like a 2-hour span. You know, we got orders. So we don't know when we're gonna leave. 10 minutes later, okay, we're leaving like the next day. And then we'll go back. We all rush back to our fucking tents, grab all our bags and stuff like that, grab all our ammunition, our flak jackets, all that shit. And then eventually said that one day, hey, we're leaving in fucking 2 hours.
Yeah.
We got on the Ospreys, fly out, boom, head down to like an Iraq airport, and then we head down. It was cool because like, all right, man, we're going on these Blackhawks. I'm like, oh, yo, we about to get in the fucking Blackhawks, bro. Like, nice.
Yeah.
So we get in the fucking we went inside the Blackhawks. You know, they start shooting their flares out while they're flying. So that's some cool ass like some Navy SEAL type shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Head down to the Iraq embassy, man. I'm like looking around this place. This looks like a university, bro. Cause like our embassies, you know, they're typically made from the United States, you know. So of course it's gonna be top notch shit. So when I went there first, I'm like, what the fuck, man? That shit is nice as hell. And then I went to my room. It's not no fucking like little brick wall. No, man, it's like a hotel fucking room.
Really?
Hotel room, dead ass, bro. Like,
damn.
It was like, and it was a two bedroom hotel room. You got one room for you, one room for your homies. You got TV set up on all that stuff with internet access. A little mini kitchen.
They had it good in fucking Baghdad.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all got it good in here. I don't want to hear no bitching when we come back, bro. And like the gym was all nice. Chow hall, they got little almond makers that making the almonds right, not overcooked. They're undercooked and shit. Cracking my eggs for hard-boiled egg. My shit came out with no problem. Not like my all to the point where it's all yolk. That's it.
Yeah.
So like,
that's crazy.
So like our homies were supposed to, be backup. So we weren't necessarily actually doing posts. So we're just waiting just in case things go down and go bad. Yeah. We're up and ready to go and shit. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, that never happened. So basically, I treat that shit like a motherfucking mini vacation. At the end of the day, it was cool. I didn't do jack shit. I went to the gym, it was nice, and it was cool. Good vibe.
Saw you in an embassy. Go back. Like
yeah, I was in the embassy, man. It was cool, man. Plus, the motherfucker was on CNN. Like, hey, I made it. We good. Not me personally, but like, I was in part of that situation right there.
Yeah.
And then we gotta go back to fucking Kuwait.
Tent City.
City again. That shit suck. All right, back to reality, back to the bullshit. But it's cool, whatever. Fly back home. It's cool and shit, And then now it's that transitioning. No more of being not being from a pulley, not being just from a boot student, not to a boot. not to a senior. Now you're a senior transitioning into basically either getting ESing or you're re-enlisting. For me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I never want to re-enlist. I think the experience I got from them, it didn't say it turned me down to not re-enlisting, but I knew what I was going for at the end of the day. I was going out to be a structured person and get everything foundated for me, and I got all the foundation I necessarily needed. And what I
Right.
think I want to do is re-enlist, and I'm going somewhere I did not expect to go to. Because you know how the Marine Corps is, man. They say they're gonna do it for you, but they're
Yeah.
totally fucking opposite backwards. Unless you know somebody internally in the S1 shops that can help you out with that shit properly.
Yeah.
Granted, I did, but I just didn't want to take that risk. So
Yeah.
now,
Definitely.
it's no longer your boots are considered your boots no more. Now they're seniors now, and you're just a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool, you know. Like I'm basically relaxing now, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
showing up when I need to show up. All right, cool. Training out. Don't necessarily have to be out there. I'm just basically guiding my seniors, my boots, to be seniors to their juniors, stuff like that. So it was a
Sure.
really cool. It's kind of like a little beautiful little experience, you know, because it's
Yeah.
all teaching matter, and it's mentoring after mentoring after mentoring, you know. So it was kind of cool, you know. Like I tell the little dreamer that, hey man, look, I might be a senior, man. You can come to me for whatever and shit like that. I don't necessarily give a fuck. And you know, you're safe at the end of the day, you know.
Right.
Come to me if you need some help, some guidance and shit like that. I've been through all of it. I know everything now. So if you need some more help and stuff like that, just let me know. Same thing
Right.
with my junior Marines that came seniors. I just came just mentoring them and shit like that. Hey man, it's not the wrong way you're doing it. It's just the boost the wrong way. You want them to learn the right way, here's how you do it and shit like that. So
Right.
it was cool, man. I was lazy to just monitor everything from a distance now. I'm just sitting back, kicking back, just mind my own business. I go to training officer, just teach my boys, hey, this is how you do the right orders. This is how you execute the situation way better. This is how you get your MVD to work and shit. Like I'm
Right.
like I just know everything. I'm good, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
two, you're like plus two. I was still a Lance Corporal still, so I'm a senior Lance Corporal. So now, man, I'm still internal.
Yeah.
Touch me. You can't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Blame the corporal right there, all right? Hey, you're sergeant for 2 years, all right? Don't blame me, man. Don't shoot the messenger at the end of the day. So it was cool.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I said, I didn't want to re-enlist because I got everything I needed. I got the right stuff, the right information. I got the right connections now. Like,
Sure.
connections were great. Connection, I knew everybody from here, the S shop, to the motor T side,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. Like, oh shit, what's up, Wood? Like, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Where?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, man? What's up? You know,
Yeah.
you're in the Air Force side now. Everybody knows from the Air Force side and shit. So it was
Mm-hmm.
cool, you know. So then, you know, it's that transitioning now to just getting out, and it was not really a really anxious part, but it was like, you know, time is crunching now. You got to make sure everything's done the right way because you just can't go back. Once you're
Right.
out, that's fucking it, bro. So I had things set up for me already. You know, I had a job interview already set up for me for AT&T at the time being as a salesperson. You know, I just took a random ass job that I could just get in there real quick. Because the last thing I want to do is get out and have no fucking money.
Right.
Thankfully, I had a good solid month and a month of leave I didn't take. So I kept that for the back burner. So I got out like a month before my actual ES date.
Nice.
And
Hey,
also
before we get into your transition, I need to take another quick break. All right.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. You got you, bro.
All right. We'll be back, guys. And we're back. All right.
All right. So yeah. So transitioning from. So I had to make sure I had a solid ass plan when I got out. You know, because last thing you want to do is get out. You ain't got no method of, especially with money. You know, like we in the Marine Corps, in the military in general, you're treated pretty damn nice, bro. You get the chow hall and shit like that.
Yeah.
Everything's where you need locally. You don't have to necessarily spend money unless you're just that idiot Marine that buys dumb shit all the time. I wasn't necessarily the same. You know, only time I buy shit is buying shoes. That's like my main thing I have, you know. But so I contacted a couple people back at home. Like, hey, I'm looking for a job. You got any offers or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends, she was a manager at the time, being at AT&T. So I was like, cool, let me work for them real quick. So that was. I will have my interview maybe like a week after I got out of my ES date, not my ES date, after my terminal leave. Mm-hmm. That was cool. And also during the time period beforehand, I also took a Class A course out in California school, trading school. It's like literally like a few blocks away from the 29 Palms station as well. So did that right there. Got my Class A license. Class A license basically means you're a truck driver, you know. So you're able to drive trucks at least At least, the reason why I got into that because my uncle put me onto it. Like, hey man, if you get this classic license, you're guaranteed getting $20 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. It's good. Especially in California, the Bay Area, man, you need to have money out here.
Yeah.
You're
It's
gonna be kind of tough,
expensive.
man. You're gonna be hurting a lot.
Yeah.
So, after all that was situated, I was cool. Like I said, I was still mentoring my boys, stuff like that. Hey man, keep going, do this shit, and then days go by. We just go by, and then eventually it's only a few hours left, And at first, man, it was kind of unsurreal. You felt like you're gonna be here forever. Like as soon as you step in on yellow footsteps, man, you thought like, man, this shit's gonna be a long ass 4 years, man. But those 4 years go by fast, like that. And then you're just like, wow. So thankfully, all my boys were able to come from the Bay Area down to 29 pounds to help me move my shit out. Came by, gave him a little walk around the whole area, shit like that. Yeah, man,
Nice.
yeah, that's where I was doing shit. So he got a little deal for it. He thought, oh, man, it's cool right here. And then it was kind of cool, Next day, man, I got my papers, man. Papers was like, hey, man.
DD-214, baby.
We all did it. We all went to DD-214. Like, oh man, we walking out proud to say like, fuck everything, fuck this shit. I'm out, bro. Fuck 29 pounds, bro. Fuck this desert heat. Man, I'm going back to the Bay, man. Shit gonna be fucking fire out there, man. I'm cool. And we had a cool ass little road trip going back home. Instead of taking the basic route back to Northern California, took the Route 1. So basically, just going all the way down to LA and just taking the coast all the way through to the Bay Area. Beautiful scenery. So I recommend anybody want to do that too. It's beautiful scenery. Just make sure you drive carefully, though. Please do.
Yeah.
So I essentially got back home, and the time being, my mother was still homeless at the time being still, and it kind of hurt me a lot because like, damn, Mom, like, you have 4 years to like get things situated or get things done and taken care of, and that wasn't the case, But thankfully, when I was in boot camp, I hit up my uncle, like, because I know the time being, he had a place, and I called him. I was like, "Hey, uncle, is possible I can stay with you?" I even wrote to him. I was kind of nervous because I don't know if he's gonna say yes or he's gonna say no, but he said, "Yeah, you can move in with me." So I was like, all right, cool. I have a foundation now. I have where I can stay at and be comfortable. I don't have to worry about what's my next move or where I gotta go next. So I kind of took out that stress and that anxiety out of my system. So I moved back. Moved to my uncle's place. He lived in the Bay Area too, so it's not like I'm going out of my way or distance-wise. Kind of living apart where I'm at with all my other friends. And then it was cool for the first month. Got the job at AT&T. Cool, perfect. No. And then, like, during those time frames, man, it was like, it felt cool, I was having to worry about things. I had to worry about, like, PT, wake up early in the morning. What's the next move when it comes to ammunition? Where's the ammunition at? Where's my gun at? Well, let's cope with this, cope with that, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. It was cool, man. No worries. You don't have to deal with that bullshit no more. You can sleep how long you want to sleep. You can wake up whenever you want to wake up. You can do what the fucking crazy shit you want to do, and you don't have to worry about reporting to anybody, I had that freedom that you was like you were missing out.
Yeah.
And it felt good, but then reality start kicking back in, man. Like full of fucking effect, man. Now you worry about bills every single month. You're worrying about taking care of your car now because now you drive more frequently than you was when it comes to you back in base. Because base, you be walking distance everywhere you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Or you carpool
most
with your
importantly,
bike.
man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now another thing too is like your boys ain't there with you at. Boys ain't wherever you no more, man. And like, it was a hard time for me to understand. It's like, man, it's like I can't just knock on the door. Hey, man, you trying to talk? You trying to do real quick? Cool, call up my friends. Like time being with them. They're in colleges or they're still different situations in their life now where you don't really talk to them, or it's just people are gradually growing up, around you, and you feel kind of out of place. You feel like you're different from everybody. It's not because of like what you experienced, it's what you was in, the culture you was dealing with. The military, the Marine Corps culture itself is such a very unique, very fucking unique type of style, how things are handled with that way,
Yeah.
You get yelled at, you treat that shit like it's nothing,
It's
you
not
get
no
cussed
big
at,
deal.
nothing. You get punched in the face, nothing, bro. So like getting it out there, man, it sucks for a little bit, but eventually some of my boys that got out, They came back to the Bay Area too, So I
Mm.
contacted them. We meet up and stuff like that. So I have a little bit, some still have a little environment with me still. And we talk about the thing like, yo, man, shit sucks out here. Shit's this, that. Hey, man, we're the one time here. Remember that one time when this
Yeah.
bullshit? It's like, all right, cool, I'm back. And then my savings on real quick.
Yeah.
But I still felt out of place, man, because I was like wondering what the fuck am I doing with my life now? Like I did these 4 years. I had a solid plan getting out, but I never figured out what is the next move after getting out,
Yeah.
after being the job and shit like that.
Do you feel that you had to kind of like start figuring yourself out all over again?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like
Mm-hmm.
you missed out on, because this is what I think, right? I feel like we miss out on very important years of our lives, right? And I understand it's
Yeah.
something that we get into, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
blaming the Marine Corps. I'm not blaming anybody, but I feel
Yeah.
like ages whatever 17, 18 to whatever age you get out, right? I feel like those are very important years where you
Mm-hmm.
as a man or as an adult in general, you're trying to figure out what the fuck it is that you want to do, jobs that you're trying to like, that you like, just little things in life that other people have a head start on us than we do. Like they get to do different jobs and they get to fuck around before, like, we know the Marine Corps. We get out and then it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
what do I want to do?
Exactly.
You know?
It's kind of like more so like it's a pause.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
as soon
big
as you go to the Marine
pause,
Corps, big pause in reality when it comes back home. You're in this right now,
and you're like,
and
oh
then
shit.
once you get back home, unpause, and then like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Y'all graduating already from college already? Oh,
What, you
whoa.
guys already have your
Uh,
careers? What do you?
yeah, whoa. Fuck. You already moved out already? Shit.
Yeah,
Me going to college? I don't know, man. I'm already 22. You're 22, man. I'm kind of skeptical of going to college now. I feel like I'm too old for that now?
yeah. Or I don't
I'm
even
really
know
looking for
what
free.
I'm gonna go to college for. Like, what am I gonna go to
Exactly. Like
college for?
exactly. And then like you kind of think about like, damn, man, I'm a grunt. So it's like there's not really that many job categories that is
Mm-hmm.
provided for us as grunts. Only thing, what,
Right.
security. And that's
Cop.
really much it. Security cop. I was like, man, I'm not trying to do that type of shit, man. I'm not trying to be that statistical, typical grunt marine. I don't want to be a cop. Like,
Yeah.
that's cute and all. But like, man, I was going back to the same situation I was already in already.
Yeah.
Now it's more crucial now. You're gonna
Yeah.
deal with bullshit. You're gonna deal with violence. You're gonna deal with more paperwork.
Oh
And
yeah.
anything happen when it comes to that job field. So it's a lot of finding myself, and like I also understanding that like the friends you had in high school and stuff like that, you know, they're all gonna not all gonna leave, but there's gonna be a few of them that are gonna stay around the long run.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have some friends that I'm still friends since sophomore high school and shit.
Which is awesome.
But exactly, it's great, it's cool. But then you have your other friends, man, that just gradually slip away. It's not because bullshit drama. It's just people
It's
grow up.
life. Yeah.
What can you do about it? It sucks, but hey, it is what it is, man. But like you got some people around you that can do so. But one thing I do say about the Marine Corps that really helped out is getting a fucking job. You
Mm.
put that you're a fucking veteran. It don't matter what the job you got, but that was like the best thing. I tell people all the time, man. Being a veteran for African American is like the closest thing you get to white privilege, and that isn't real that shit because you're not treated as like, oh,
You're treated as a vet, right?
you're treated as a vet. You're not treated as, oh, you're just a typical black guy, 6'2". We don't
Mm.
know how to say your first name anyway, so what the hell we want to hire you for? Oh, you're a veteran? 4 years? The Marine Corps? Oh my God, my dad was a Marine. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, where are you from? Okay. That connection opens up right there.
Yeah.
To give me that trust factor already. Because, like, hey, if you're able to survive that shit, you're able to do all that type of stuff, we should hire you.
Yeah.
So learning how to do all those things and, like, being in the Marine Corps, too, how to accelerate a lot when it comes to certain things or training or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I started out at AT&T as a sales rep, maybe 4 or 5 months in, armor assistant manager.
Fuck yeah.
And then like almost like maybe 8 months in, they were close to asking me, hey Ty, would you like to become a manager at a store? Me, I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. That's too much responsibility already, man. Like, I'm good where I'm at. Like, yeah, I had that last couple mindset skills. Like, I get paid pretty good already. I get good at compensation.
I'll keep these skates.
Exactly. If I go to the next level, I gotta deal with more bullshit, and it's all on me. Let me say assistant manager. Let me assist the manager. All right, that's it. Okay, I'm not gonna. All right, but I was still missing that void, man, because it's like everybody's still moving fast. They're moving faster than I am, you know. But I just say, you know what? I'm gonna still take my time and understand myself and find myself. So it was a long process, man. There's a lot of mental things that went through when it comes to that stuff, you know, and constantly just worrying about other people and stuff like that, and like, but I had to say, fuck that.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck about worrying about everybody else. Worry about yourself at the end of the damn day. This is the only person you should worry about at the end of the damn day, because who's gonna be in your grave? You and only you. And then once I talked to all my other friends and stuff like that, when it came to them, oh yeah, I graduated college. I was like, well, where you working at? Oh, I'm still working at the same job and working in the mall all these years. Okay, so really ain't shit, you ain't done nothing. Really not that bad about it, but like, damn, you did 4 years, you had college debt, all these different things. Damn, man, shit. What about you, bro?
Yeah.
Man, I'm in college, man. I'm still working, but I live with my parents still. Like, oh shit, okay. And then I kind of realized, you know what? It wasn't necessarily a pause when we stepped up in the old footsteps, you know. It's more so we got the life experience. Needed the life experience that we needed to overcome these obstacles when it comes to actual reality life, you know. We're fine sleeping on fucking dirt. We're fine with all these different things, man. When we get back home, man, it's like, oh man, my life sucks, boo-hoo. Like, bro, you good, bro? Shit. What you talking about, man? Like, everybody's bitching in the morning, like, oh my god, my life sucks and stuff like that. Like, bro, you good, man?
This
like,
ain't
this
shit.
Bad
this ain't shit.
Like, yeah. It's like, this ain't shit, bro. This is fun. This is cool, you know? Yeah. And it's like, you kind of, those phases, like you mentioned, you know, that 17, 18, 19, 20s, 21, 22s, you know, that time frame is crucial for us to be developed as men or adults. We got that adulthood shit faster than everybody else, because there's still, even to this day, some people are still in that child phase, that teenage phase.
I think we got a different type. I think we have I think we got a different type of growing than what you would get from being out here. I think we got the advantage of dealing with like excessive bullshit and stress. I think we got that advantage where we're like, you're bitching about this? Like, this ain't shit.
Yeah.
But I think they got the advantage of experiencing or having time to really think about like what they want to do and like what jobs they want to, unless you didn't take advantage of that time, right? Because I feel like being in a unit like 2-7 that's so fucking busy that you deploy, come back, 11, not even a year, 11 months later, you deploy again, and out of those 11 months, you're training for 8 or 9 months. It's like, you don't have time to fucking do anything. You're grinding like all the time. You guys are in the field. We're fucking supporting you guys like up the ass. Like, it's just a fucking machine. And I think we grew in a different aspect. Like, deal with extensive workloads. Like, deal with crazy hours. Deal with, you know, being tired and having to get the fuck up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. to pull rifles from the armory. You know, like. And that's why I think that's one advantage when it comes to getting out. But I think it's also like a weird disadvantage, because it's like, fuck, like, what do I want to do now? And I'm still struggling with that a little bit, because I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck it is I really want to do. But I've come to terms with it now. You know, I'm like, okay, I gotta take it, you know, day at a time, figure it out. Like, don't freak out. Fucking, it's cool. Like, figure it out.
Nobody's yelling at you in the back of your head.
Yeah. But myself.
Exactly. It's just yourself. And another thing too is that we have time. We're not on a time crunch. We're not having to have a deadline at 1300. No, man, you have time to get things where you need to be. And like, when it comes to society, man, people be thinking like we need to be at a certain age to be successful. But like, motherfuckers are being successful at 50 or 60 years old, you know? And it's all about what is your term of being successful, you know? What, you're successful as being 60K? Hey, man, if that's you, that's you. Your success can be the having a wife and kid, and that's it. You're successful. That's all it is, you know? What it makes you happy at the end of the day? What can you say, yeah, man, I'm happy where my life is at, you know? Because everybody's different when it comes to that, but we're so focused when it comes to media and all this bullshit that's pounded on our fucking faces and our throats every single damn day, and that's our image of thinking what's successful. Like for me, like I didn't know what to do. I got back out, you know. I kind of phased out of that firefighter phase. I'm like, man, that seems like a lot of shit to be dealing with. That's a lot of people's life.
Yeah.
Again, that 4 years of being in the Marine Corps kind of like turned me off to being that type of lifestyle and surviving and helping people survive. So I kind of had a hard time trying to find how to try to do those things. But no, one thing I always do is have myself maintain a job, you know. Because if I don't have a job, man, I know I'll be struggling. I'll be hurting, you know.
Yeah.
Granted, my uncle really helped me out when it comes to being in life and living where I'm at this time being. You know, he told me you don't have to pay rent.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
awesome.
nah, man, I'm paying rent. I was like, nah, man, I'm paying rent, dude. I'm paying rent. I'm paying my car. No, I'm paying everything. So, like, I don't ask my uncle for any of those type of financial stuff because at the end of the day, I did it, and it's up to me. You know, and these are the life experience again that some of my friends don't do to this day. You know, and no disrespect to them. Everybody's different. You know, parents raise them different, so like that. For me, it's like, look, man, you use the stuff, you pay it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you know. So finding myself was the hardest part about the transitioning. It's like, what the fuck I want to do? Yeah. What am I? You know, I'm no longer Corporal Williams. I'm back to my regular name, Tajhoba. Like, you know, it was weird. You know, was it weird for you when you got out? People calling your first name? Like, wait, what?
Yeah. I still respond better to Rubio.
Exactly. I feel so much better. I feel more like professional.
Yo, like, Will.
Williams. Like, what's up, bro? Hey, what's good? It's like Tajhoba. Like, huh? What? Oh, Claire, that's me. Forgot. Shit. You know? But like,
it was weird.
Oh, that was the hardest part. Like, what the fuck am I? Like, what do I need to do in my life to make sure that I am secure? But the main goal was for me, like, you know what? I'm gonna strive to get myself a better job. You know, I worked at AT&T for a good solid year and a half, and eventually they did a merger with a different company. Now, that's when my Marine Corps side kicked in, because I'm like, oh, you guys are doing a merger? Oh, okay. Shit's about to go bad. Shit's not gonna go away as planned at the end of the day. I got the fuck out. I got to work at fucking FedEx as a delivery driver, you know. I'm driving from San Francisco every fucking damn day. Granted, the job, the money-wise was not there, but I got what I needed when it came to my mental state. Because working at AT&T, bro, working at any sales or retail store, man, it is tiring.
Oh, I'm
sure. It's tiring. You're dealing with these bullshit-ass customers and stuff like that. And as a veteran, you got to learn that you can't yell, you can't cuss at these people. You got to talk to them properly, because guess what? They will snitch on your ass, and you got to talk to your fucking manager, you know? So you got to learn how to be more patient with these people. And like, hey, mister, I don't know how to turn my fucking cell phone on. Like, stupid motherfucker. You just got to power, and that's it. Bye. You want to buy a phone? No, get out of my face, man. You ain't helping me out. You wasting my time. You messing up my count. You know, sir, my volume's not working. You're not turning it on, lady. Like, it's like,
dude, I get that now. I'm a car mechanic. Like,
I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, yo, y'all are some idiots, you know. And then, you know, customers are coming at me, talking bad about me and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I was like, I remember this one customer came at me, you know. I'm just telling him like the whole scheme maneuver when it comes to like, hey man, this is your DirecTV plan. This is how much you can be paying and stuff like that. For some reason, he was just trying to like educate me and stuff like that. Like, oh, this thing is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. I'm like, sir, I'm just going off the prompt of what I have to read to you at the end of the day. It's really up to you, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, these prices don't seem right. I'm like, you can talk to my manager. They give you the same price at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so say, hey, don't worry about me. You talk to him. He's good. He's my assistant manager at the end of the day. He can come back to me. He's like, let me tell you something. I'm like, sir, you don't know what the fuck I've been through. You don't know what I know. Please step out of my store. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You know? So it was like those type of things, man. That's why I was like, yo, fuck this, man. This shit is not good for my mental health, because I'm about to have a brain aneurysm for real. I'm about to pump a blood vessel.
Yeah.
Man. So I got out, went to FedEx, and that was all right, man. But that shit sucked. Like, it sucked for paying way less. But you know, I got my mental stuff taken care of. You know, driving back and forth. You know, so it's cool. I'm going to San Francisco every damn day. You know, have the scenery and stuff like that. I'm basically my own boss. You know, as long as I deliver the stuff on time, everything's still intact, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Cool. But still wasn't enough. Still wasn't enough. So I was like, you know, man, I looked through different jobs and stuff like that. And my girlfriend, She basically her I was cool with her, man. Family liked me a lot too as well, you know. So her mother said, "Hey, Ty, my job is hiring at General Electric nuclear plant in Sonoma, California. Um, would you want to just apply and go from there?" I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll apply to it." Like I had no idea what I got myself into, but I applied to it. You know, it was a long ass process. It was like 6 months worth of processing. Like that's why I got
Damn.
my call to, "Hey, we'd like to interview you."
Yeah.
And then it was like 3 months afterwards, like, "Hey, we'd like to hire you," you know? And then boom, here I am right now, you know, as a general, as a neutron radiographer. And I would never thought myself would be in the situation I'm at right now. There's a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, a lot of stress, a lot of unnecessary anger and stuff like that. But it's all about figuring yourself out in the long run when it comes to being ES. And I think that's one thing that did not focus at us with our ES transitioning
Mm-hmm.
little program they have for us.
Sure.
They
TRS or
really took
whatever.
that time to really do that. You know, they never took the time to do it. It's like, hey, here's a resume. Hey, here's a cover letter. This is how you're supposed to dress. We already kind of knew that already before we got out here. You know,
Yeah.
like some people didn't know how to do it, but like
You know how to be a professional
it's
is
like, you know,
like
we
we
know how
already
to be a
know.
professional. We
Yeah.
know the professional side of things, man. We wearing these uniforms every damn day,
Yeah.
and we have to make sure it's the right way.
Yeah.
We educate, we talk, we know how to do things. We know
Yeah.
how to transition things from different spots. Everything, no problem. We are immune to pressure or
Mm-hmm.
stress when it comes to dealing with a higher up or a manager at the time being. You
Yeah.
know, so that was not a problem. So the problem is like finding yourself, and I think that's one thing as veterans we need to have talk more about and say that it is okay. Once you get out, you feel lost, you feel alone at the time being.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel that way, but it's not the end all be all. This is the transitioning that word transition from one state to another.
Yeah.
It takes time. So when it comes to all these different things, man, you just gotta just not worry about what people are doing with their lives. Because again, you don't know their background, you don't know their story. At the end of the damn day, you just gotta accept where our things are right now. But
Mm-hmm.
you can change in the future. That's if you choose to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been depressed, man. There's so many multiple times I was depressed when I was back at home, man. Like just feeling like, what the fuck? Everybody's moving faster than me, faster, faster, faster. But then when I talk to these people, man, they ain't done shit.
Yeah.
You know, they're still going to parties, they're still going to clubs. I'm like, man, I kind of phased out of that. Like, man, you're only
Mm-hmm.
22, dog. Every fucking damn day was partying with us. After we got out, beers, drinking, throwing fucking bullshit around. Let's go down here to L.A. Let's drunk, walk somewhere hell around me. Let's go to Vegas. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
I phase that shit done with now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
man. Like all my friends are still smoking weed and stuff like that. Like, man, cool out that shit, man. That shit ain't me no more, man.
Yeah.
Growing up, a lot of growing up we did, you know, a lot of growing up that I think was mandatory for a lot of us to do that. And the fact that we growed up so fast, you know, we basically as soon as you have those yellow footsteps, you know, here's a rifle, and here walk here you go here and you shoot that one spot,
Yeah.
and you just do it. You just do it. You don't
Right.
question it. You
Right a
don't like,
will.
hey, this is not like a bet. You just do it. You know, you're
Yeah.
instant. You just there's this discipline to get this motherfucking job done. And you get back here, it's like, hey, it's no problem. You can wait tomorrow, bro. No big deal. You can
Mm-hmm.
wait. It's not dire need. You're not dying. You're
Yeah.
fine. You know.
Nothing out here is to that extent. There's no consequences like there is when we were in the Marine Corps. You know, like
Mhm.
right there, there's consequences. Whether
I
it
mean, like
be
what? What's the consequences? What are the consequences right now? You get arrested. That's it. And
at
you get consequences in
worst,
the
like if you do
that's
like
the worst.
anything stupid, but over
Exactly. So
there,
when you get
it's like people could die.
arrested, you can die. You can get NJP. You can get your
Yeah.
white. You can get your rank taken off. You can get half pay. You can go to the brig. Like
Yeah.
so many different damn things. Like when you get back out here, oh, get arrested. That's it. Oh shit, it was like that's good. That's if you get caught. That's only
Yeah.
if you get caught.
If you're stupid, yeah.
But
What
yeah,
what would you say?
man,
What would you say
like
was the hardest part about your transition? Was it just figuring
yeah, man,
yourself out?
figuring myself out, man. Just like stop worrying about other people out there and then worry about yourself, you know, and trying to bring back those people that were your so-called friends beforehand, you know.
Yeah.
Because again, people grow up, people grow out of their phases, people find different things, love interests or job opportunities and so forth,
Mm-hmm.
you know. One thing that was my mother told me, Even my grandmother, rest in peace to her. Be humble.
Yeah.
Be fucking humble. You don't know what this person has been through. You don't know what their life story is all about.
Sure.
You treat people how you want to be treated at the end of the day, and things will come back at you in a positive manner. Every single damn day. That guided me through all my life. That guided me through the Marine Corps. That's why I have such a great connection with different people, including you as well. And even to this day, man, just being humble. You know,
Yeah.
if I would have treated my girlfriend like shit, her mother would not introduce me to this job I have right now.
Right.
She saw something in me. I applied to it, and it's not like she gave me, like, oh yeah, I got you. You go ahead and I'll put your name out. No, man, I just did it by luck. I just signed up, went to my interview.
Good for you,
and
man.
thankfully, and guess what? Where I'm working out is the majority all veterans.
Fuck yeah.
So
That's
I'm
awesome.
fine. I'm safe. You know,
That's
like
awesome.
I'm on ground only Marine, but got the Navy. I got the Air Force right here. I got National Guard. So it's
Same
like,
people.
all right, cool.
Same people. Yeah,
Same
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Same fucking people. I can make the jokes. They understand the jokes. You know.
Yeah.
I can make these references. Like they understand. Like all right.
Yeah.
Like then once I figured out, I got myself a stable job. Then that's why I kind of figured out what I want to do when it comes to my life. You know, when it came to more of a career. But this job is great. Beautiful job. I can really say that if I wanted to stay here, I can, and I can, you know, I can retire with this job. It's like the end all be all. But for me, I was still not satisfied yet, and not in a bad way. I always want better for myself.
Of course.
I always want to challenge myself and improve myself.
Yeah.
And that was like my next step was finally going to school.
Awesome.
And that's another thing they really don't tell you too about ESN, man. Like you go to like applying to school is stressful. That shit had me scared than a motherfucker. Like I tried going to school, I think 2 years prior, you know, where I didn't really have a great job. You know, I was still want to go to school, whatever. Man, that shit scared the hell out of me. So you gotta take assessments test, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I'm like, ooh, this is a lot. You know what? I'm gonna think about it next year.
Yeah.
Once I finally got this good job, I kind of say, you know what, man, I wanna do something. I wanna go ahead and finally use my VA for something. Like, come on now, you did 4 years, man. Why not utilize this shit? You know. So finally going to school right now, and after I figure out what I want to do, and kind of really forgot about how to have this talent. I want to become a software engineer. You know.
Awesome.
So finally got that process. I did my first semester already. It was pretty stressful. It was not stressful. It was stressful in the beginning because everything was so brand new.
Right.
So fucking brand new.
Yeah.
How to apply here? You got to talk to these people right here. Yo, do you have your DD-214? Do you have your e-benefits information? All this stuff is like, oh, yo, I haven't done this shit in 3 years, man. I thought we would do this shit for bullshit and fun. But, you know, thanks, shout out to the San Jose City College veteran side. They helped us out with everything. Like, I was giving my information. They did everything else. Awesome. They told me, hey, you want to do this? All right, here are the classes that you need to require for you to transfer to a different school, whatever like that. So the guy knew all the information I needed. And then the semester the first month was kind of a little bit a lot for me because I was like, oh shit, like I'm at basic math now, basic algebra. I'm like, where's this X, why?
Yeah, why does
the root? Like what?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, but then
that's gonna be me.
All of a sudden, man. But for me, like you know, especially being a Marine Corps man, it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
So I asked help from different people. I went to Facebook. I went to Instagram. I went on Twitter. Hey, I need a person to help me with some math. Oh, here, Ty, here's some links right here. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. And then they just started doing that tutoring stuff. And then I knew what I was doing. I felt confident in my shit.
Awesome.
And, you know, and it was a lot stressing too. Also, like, you know, my grandmother passed September last year, 2020. So that kind of helped. That hurt me a lot.
Yeah, man.
But I had to keep on going through, no matter what. Because, like, if I stop, nothing's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be on pause and shit like that. Things gonna go well, you know. Plus, too, that's what my grandmother went at the end of the day.
Yeah.
She said, "Don't worry about me. Keep moving forward. That's how you gotta be really happy." So I've been doing that. But yeah, man, like these 4 years, man, like people always ask me, well, "Would you ever go back, or would you ever do it again?" I tell them all the time, man, I will 100% go back and do that shit all over again. I have the opportunity to do so.
Same.
It's an experience that you will never get anywhere else. Nowhere. It's a brotherhood, a foundation that you will never achieve in life at all. And it's just more so a pride thing. This is not. You can always find a veteran where you're at. You look at that veteran and y'all just click. That's it. That's that click right there. You don't need to know their fucking name or their rank or their fucking what rank, what fucking a company you were in or anything like that. It's like, hell, you're a fucking veteran? I'm a veteran too. Oh, 2-7? Oh, I was in National Guard. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, cool. Let's talk. You have a beard? Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
It's this brotherhood and that foundation that is so beautiful.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a crazy thing that, again, I would never, I'll always go back to that shit again. If I had an opportunity, like, hey, you want to go back to that certain time period? Yeah, let me go back to do this again.
I'd do it all over again.
If we change anything about it, fuck no. Why don't we change anything about it, man? Right now is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then, yeah, man, like, when it comes to so many different things, man, like, especially the dark times, man. There's a lot of dark times for me, especially with that transitioning and finding yourself, you know. But, you know, I did reach out to a lot of different people to get their understanding, their perspective of certain things in life, you know. My grandmother helped me out a lot too. She just told me different things, her stories, her life, and so forth. And then even like so many different, and then like following different pages on like social media have been helping me out a lot too as well. You know, you have so many different veteran related things like Terminal Land.
Right.
Terminal Land is like great.
Yeah.
Terminal Land is so funny, granted, because it's comedy, but it's
shout out Terminal Lance.
Yeah. Exactly. Shout out to them as well.
Yeah.
But it was just a lot of asking for people help, but at the same time though, you just gotta just breathe it in, take it all in, you know, and learn how to take it out and be okay with it, you know.
Yeah.
That's one thing for us as Marines or veterans in general, when we hold a lot of shit in because we're so timid of being pussies or being a bitch or anything like that, you know. And it's like at the end of the day, man, it's like you expressing how you feel, you doing what you need to do as a man, as a woman, or any individual, as a human fucking being. It's okay to feel these feelings, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think we need to break those rules, man.
Exactly. And last thing you want to do is just off yourself, man. I had a few of my buddies that killed themselves like that, you know. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, I wish you would have talked to me and so forth, you know. But it's not about you wishing. It was just them that didn't take the opportunity to do so. But you just gotta do it, man. I had my suicidal thoughts numerous times while I was out, man, because it was like, yo, this shit ain't for me.
Right.
I can't understand. I cannot. These feelings I'm having, these thoughts I'm having, are controlling me, and it's not doing well for me. Motherfucker was like 320. Now I'm at like 250 now because of all that depression. I ate, I drank, I didn't give a fuck, you know. Motherfucker was like sitting up really shaggy and just not even the best looking, like a fucking black kish ball, bro. Like real talk. Man, you know. Eventually, man, I really just set myself down and really just said, you know what, man, this ain't you. This is not you. You know who the fuck you are at the end of the damn day. And nobody else can tell you fucking different, bro. So eventually, I stopped drinking heavily. Don't even really drink beer no more. I only drink that on special occasions. I'm actually into wine now, better actually.
Oh, boy, but, fancy.
Other than to say, man, it's trying to do something different, man. Good for the heart at the end of the day.
It's good for the heart. I gotta tone it down on these.
Good for the heart. Fuck it. Hey, man, it's a phase, bro. It's all good. You know, start doing that. Went back to the gym. Because I remember, like, I had a lot of anger issues. But I remember working out, man. I felt at peace. At peace, you know, anger, that pain, that anger I'm dealing for the whole damn day, man. I'm lifting my fucking weights. I'm letting that anger out the best way I think it's possibly happening. And plus, too, there's so many different avenues when it comes to therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy, fucking therapy. Talk to these therapists. There's so many free programs out here that allow you to talk to therapists and they're unbiased and so forth. Please, if anybody has hard times, struggles, just look up local free therapists. You're a veteran, there's plenty of veteran therapists out there that are going for free and cheap. Talk to their jobs that might have provide mental health and so forth, you know. For me, I'm all about mental health because, like, if this is not right, nothing around you is going to be right. Your body, nothing, everything's going to be tarnished. But if you got this shit mentally right, everything else around you is going to be good. Your body's going to feel better. Your skin's going to feel better. The people around you is going to be fucking better, you know?
Right.
And so that's the thing about those few things I did, man. Self-reflecting myself, accepting failure, accept the failure, but not treat it as like that's the end all be all, and just be happy. Be happy where you're at the end of the damn day. Because you
Yeah.
could be far worse. Because remember where the fuck you were at 4 years ago. You sleeping on dirt. You getting beat the fuck out. You know, all this type of shit, man. And then plus two, fuck everybody. Worry about yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's it at the end of the day, you know. Worry about yourself. Your life will be way easier. This is not a race. This is not a fucking race. We're all going at our own different pace.
Yeah.
You know? As
Yeah.
long as you're taking care of your family, as long as you're paying your rent on time, as long as you're able to get yourself take care of yourself in general, with your food, health, and all that.
Yeah, don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just you know, do what your progress feels right. You know, just keep going forward. As long as you're going forward, then you're fucking solid. You know.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. Well, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for giving this advice. You know, for people who are listening. Thank you for telling your story. You know, I appreciate you coming on here. I appreciate you sharing this with me, you know, and with everybody else on here, definitely. And do you want to say any last few things to anybody or shout out anything?
Hey, just basically shout out to 27, shout out to United States Marine Corps. And then man, it's okay to fail. That's all I can say. It's okay to fail and get back the fuck up. All right, and just don't worry about anybody. All right. Don't worry about anybody. Just work on yourself. That's the main person at the end of the damn day. All right.
That's right.
But that's it. You know. And if you need help, if you're feeling dark times, anything like that, call somebody or get some help, man. We've all been through it, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And I want to see you in the grave. We want to hear your stories. We don't want to be told your story.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. So,
For sure. Well, thanks again, brother. I really appreciate it. Everybody, keep an eye out for more episodes. You know, feel free to like.
Thank you again.
Yeah, of course, dude. It's my pleasure, honestly. It's glad to see you again, and I'm glad that you're doing well.
Likewise, bro. And please keep this up, man, because you're going to do great things with this right here. You're
going to
help out a lot of people. You don't even notice. Trust me.
Thanks, brother. It means a lot.
As well, man. Thank you.
It means a lot, honestly. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed hearing my brother Will's story, you know, feel free to like, subscribe, share. If you want to support the podcast, there'll be a link below where you can donate however you want. It doesn't have to be anything, but sharing it will help. I appreciate everybody, and I hope you guys all stay safe, and Happy New Year's to everybody. Peace, y'all.